Good morning. I'm your host Jayden, and today we will be talking about Sun Smart Schools. What would you prefer? Your child to wear hats or sunscreen? Sunscreen ranges from SPF 30 to SPF 50 plus, and this range defines of how well they protect your child from the sun. If they have it all over their body, you'll be sure that the sun will not hit them as well as it does without sunscreen. But if you apply every 2 or so hours, they will reap the benefit of sunscreen. Hats, all they do is just protect you from particular parts. Like wide-brimmed hats, they just protect your nose, your ears, and part of your neck. Caps, they just protect your eyes. So hats aren't that good. Sunscreen is the more effective choice. Now I will cross over to some interview and I have done. Dana, how do you think the school's hats are protecting us from the sun?
What do you think about this?
No one wears them.
Why don't you think anyone wears them?
Service is good and students get through the
How are they
What do you
annoying?
think about the food
Because
industry?
we have to carry them everywhere and we want to be able to stand
People
them.
comparing food
So how do you feel about the sunscreen in the classes?
It's okay, but I
Do you
don't think
think-
use it.
So if there was no sunscreen or hats, what alternative option would you
I think
choose?
it's good, but it'd be better if people like in store. Do you think
Okay, thank you, Dana. What do you think about the school hats?
I think they're pretty dodge and they're very easily broken.
Dodge.
Do you think that they protect us from the sun?
Only sometimes, but most of the time I never wear mine, so no.
Why don't you?
Because I don't want to, they're stupid.
Do you think the sports hats are protecting us from the sun?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like hats and I never wear it.
What about the sunscreen in the classes?
I never use it, so
Why not?
because I don't like putting on sunscreen.
So if there wasn't a sunscreen or a hat, what else would you choose to protect you from the sun?
Nothing.
Thank you. Marlies, get up! Marlies, do you think the school hat is protecting us from the sun?
No.
Why not?
Wow, where do I start? The material's way too thin. There's gaps in the middle of the material, and I don't wear them.
Why not?
Hell, get myself duh.
Do you think the sports hats are protecting us from the sun?
No,
Why not?
because the ears are popping out.
What do you think about the sunscreen in the classrooms?
Useless.
Why are they useless?
Hold on, I'm gonna get some ice cream. Nobody does that.
So if there wasn't a sunscreen or hat, so what else would you choose to protect you from the sun?
Makeup.
Thank you.
Hey,
What do you think of the school hats?
I think they are a waste of time. But you should have to wear them because we only wear them like a little bit through the day. And when we go out of school and do it in form class. And I think they're a good time to consume them.
So you think that they protect us from the sun?
No, because you can just get sunscreen and that will protect you.
So what do you think of the sunscreen in the classes? In the classrooms?
I don't think they're good sunscreen because there's better ones out there.
So what sunscreen would you recommend?
I would recommend one from the health food store. It's better. Just is.
Okay. Thank you, Lavina, for your time.
You're welcome.
These images are the result of sunburn. Sunburn is when a burn has been made to living tissue such as skin, which is produced by overexposed UV radiation. You can prevent these type of things happening to you by applying SPF 50 plus sunscreen onto your body every hour as the sunscreen wears off during swimming and other recreational activities like this. Also, you can reduce your chance of sunburn by wearing sunscreen and also wearing a wide-brimmed hat to protect your nose, ears and neck.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of '97, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it, or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly.
Brother and sister, together we'll make it through. Someday our spirit will take you and guide you there. I know you've been hurting, but I've been waiting to be there for you. And I'll be there just helping you out whenever I
can. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but with a precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Travel. Accept certain inalienable truths. prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund, maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair, or by the time you're 40, it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice